Is it too dark?
I think it's okay. Yeah, I think it's okay.
I just didn't know if it got all of a sudden. I felt like it got.
It's changing a little bit. The struggle of.
I hate natural light.
I know, it's so hard to do.
What's up, fellas? Welcome back to Effortless Gent. Today I'm here with my friend, Ashley Weston. Ashley, what's up?
Hey, it's great to be in New York City right now.
I'm really happy that you're here. So what we're going to talk about today is packing, but first, I want Ashley to talk a little bit about herself and what she does.
All right, so I am a celebrity menswear stylist. I have a website as well as a YouTube channel, which maybe you'll link below.
Of course.
Where I just talk about just essential items that, whether it be clothing, accessories, or even grooming items that men should have in their lives so that they look great and so that they are the leading men in their respective careers, life, personal life, and all of that.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
So I have the perfect, I'm glad you're here because I have a question for you that I think you're going to have a lot of experience with.
Okay.
So I want to talk about packing. So specifically, packing for a trip, and right now it's summertime, so I think people are going to be vacationing a little bit, they'll be traveling a lot, probably to warmer locales, maybe to the beach, somewhere really chill. So what I want to talk to you about is, when, I know you probably have a lot of experience with packing, you travel coast to coast a lot, right?
Yes, and I also pack all of my clients' clothes for press tours,
There you go.
and I help Dorian pack because we always go on a huge summer trip every year.
Okay.
So, yes, I've got a lot of experience with packing.
That's great, okay. So I think what my guy wants to know is, he's traveling, let's say he's taking a quick summer trip somewhere. He doesn't want to check anything in. So he wants to pack as minimally and as lightly as possible, but he also wants to have a versatile wardrobe. So let's say he is hanging out at the beach or getting drinks somewhere at a bar, or he has to go to a nice dinner at night.
Yeah.
How can he sort of figure all this out in his head and then pack something so that it's still light and it makes sense for where he's going, place to place, but then it's not too crazy. Like he doesn't have too much stuff with him. Do you have like 3 to 5 good tips for him?
I do. So this is actually perfect. I'm really excited that you asked me this question because, so like I said before, Dorian and I, we always do like a big, around like 2 to 3 week summer trip where we usually go to Europe or somewhere in Italy, somewhere where it's hot.
Yeah.
And it's usually sometimes humid as well. But we hate checking luggage.
Same
We
here.
absolutely hate it. It's a waste of time when you have to wait for it in case anything happens. So we always consistently every year will only just take our weekender bag and pack that.
That's
and
awesome.
That's it.
For 2 or 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. That's great. Okay, so you
Yeah.
have great tips, I'm sure.
Yes. We have very lean wardrobes that work for whether you want to go to the beach or walk around and explore the town. And then maybe you want to go to a nice dinner, so you got to dress up a little bit.
Yeah.
So first off, I think the easiest way is to just start from the top and go down to the bottom.
Yeah, please.
Okay, so with your tops, your shirts. So I always recommend packing a white and a light blue, either linen or a cotton Oxford button-down shirt. And then as well as 2 polo shirts. Your polo shirts are going to be polo shirts are basically like the big brother of a t-shirt.
Yeah.
So it's like dressy, casual, it's breathable. I always like linen shirts. Dorian always packs linen shirts because we're always somewhere hot and humid.
Yeah.
And they're just so breathable and they look so fantastic, especially if you just roll up the sleeves.
Yeah.
Now, white and light blue, the reason why I chose those colors is because they're lighter colors. You don't want to choose dark colors. I mean, navy's as dark as you're going to go.
Yeah.
But when in the summer, it's like you want the sun to reflect off your clothes. You want something just easy breezy, and that really is appropriate for those warmer climates. So you're not going to wear black in Italy. That's going to look very jarring. So you've got to make sure to choose things that are appropriate for the region that you're in. And lighter colors during the summer months are always awesome.
So as far as like linen and Oxford shirts,
Cloths.
do you like that because it's just like a looser weave, so it's more breathable?
Yes,
Is that primarily
100%. So looking great is always key, but I also want to make sure that you're going to stay comfortable and the items that you're wearing are going to be breathable so that you get some airflow going, because you don't want to be a sweaty mess, and you're just profusely sweating through your shirts.
Yeah, I also like when I wear linen shirts. Like, one, linen tends to stretch a little bit, so when you're wearing it, it sort of loosens up. And also, like, I like really fitted clothing, so obviously the fit is the most important thing. But sometimes when you're traveling and it's hot where you're going, you don't really want like a really fitted shirt. So I like to loosen it up a little bit with like the silhouette of the shirt, and so it's a little bit more airy and breathable. I feel like that's another at least tip that I use for myself.
Yeah, so Dorian will still have like fitted,
Yeah,
nice
very
and
fitted.
tailored, yeah.
But not super like.
Yeah, we're not doing Tommy Bahama like
Oh,
two
no, no.
sizes too big for
Don't
you
get me
linen
wrong here.
shirts.
Yeah.
But you still want your linen shirts fitted,
Of course.
but not you don't want it too tailored. But yeah, fitted, and like you said, just as you're walking around, the sweat, the steam, like from the heat, is going to loosen up the linen,
Yeah.
but it's going to be very breathable. And I actually don't mind the wrinkles that end up happening.
I love it.
I think it actually looks very great. Like it looks awesome. Like
Yeah.
it looks really nice, and it's part of just traveling and part of linen. You have to embrace those wrinkles.
Yeah, you gotta embrace it.
I wouldn't necessarily go with linen pants. Linen shorts, I don't mind,
Yeah.
but pants, they will start to get really wrinkled, and that's where you can get into trouble.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so 2 linen shirts, light blue and white,
Yeah.
2 polo shirts, usually either a navy you can do or even a light blue, or you can do a navy and white striped,
Those
so
are-
like a nice nautical stripe.
Yeah.
But those are what I would choose for your tops.
Okay.
Then going down to your bottoms, always a pair of chinos. So navy and khaki I always like, and then 2 pairs of shorts. So light blue and navy shorts. I like linen shorts.
Yeah.
They're very breathable again, but shorts and chino pants are going to be your best friends.
How do you feel about the stretchier sort of cotton stretchy chinos that you've seen around?
Okay, again, Dorian swears by that.
I love
He
them too.
always
Okay.
so chinos are so much. They're way more comfortable when they
Yes.
have a little bit of stretch in them.
Absolutely.
And what's great is that you can roll them up at the bottom, show a little bit of ankle with the shoes that you're wearing, and I'm telling you, it really is comfortable to walk miles and miles, explore a town, go to the beach, wearing your chinos. It's very breathable. You don't want to wear jeans.
No.
Jeans are going to be it's going to hurt a little. It's going to be a little too much friction maybe, and not as breathable
Not as
or
breathable.
as light feeling.
Yeah, I agree.
It doesn't have a light feeling to it. It feels still very restrictive.
Yeah.
So
What colors did you recommend? Sorry.
so for chinos, khaki and a navy.
Okay.
And then for shorts, I always like a light blue and a navy pair of shorts.
Nice, okay.
So linen is great. J. Crew actually always makes some great linen shorts and shirts
Yeah, I agree.
that I love to pick up for my clients, and they always they hold up very nicely. And what's great is that so this is a very lean wardrobe, which obviously if you're wearing it every day, maybe
Yeah.
your trip is 2 weeks, you're gonna run out of clothes. But what I love about it is that you can easily, I always just fill up the bathtub or the sink at the hotel
Yeah.
with just some water, and I'll just put some shampoo soap in it,
Oh, okay.
or even use the hand soap and put that, and I'll just give
Wash
it
it
a
a little
quick
bit.
I'll just give it a quick wash, and
Yeah.
then while we're sleeping at night, I'll just hang it in the shower
Yeah.
so that it air dries, and it dries fast.
That reminded me. Okay, so this might be a little TMI, but Dorian's underwear. I'm
Yes.
just curious. Does he use a specific brand that travels well? Because I have a good one in mind.
Yes.
So go ahead.
He does.
Tell me.
I want to say, wait, let me make sure this is the brand. Yes. Okay.
Good.
So he swears by Ex Officio.
That's what I was gonna say. Okay.
Their boxer briefs.
They're my favorite.
So I wash his clothes. So I'm telling you, when you travel with them, they dry within an hour.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's crazy,
Yeah.
and they're very comfortable for him. He loves Ex Officio.
Yeah.
That's the only brand that he wears.
I'll actually link that below. It's something that I recommend all the time. It's just my favorite pair of underwear. They're really comfortable and they fit really well. And you're right, you can wash them in the sink and they're perfect. They dry.
Yeah, we did. So we actually did a whole video about the best boxer briefs underwear out there,
Uh-huh.
and there was a couple brands that we chose, but for Dorian, Ex Officio has been
Yeah.
just the
The
winner.
best. Hope that wasn't too much TMI. Sorry, Dorian, if you're watching this.
Yes. So so those are for as far as bottoms go.
Okay.
A nice pair of pants, chinos, and
Yeah.
then shorts. They're gonna get you through going to the beach,
Yep.
to going to a nice restaurant. So if you're going to a nice restaurant, what I would recommend, maybe not wear shorts, you wanna wear your chinos and have your linen shirt or your Oxford shirt tucked into your chinos. You could do the sleeves rolled
Yep.
up and throw on throw on a brown leather belt, and it's gonna look really put together.
Yeah.
It's like a casual chic look, but if you're going to a really nice restaurant, you're gonna need a jacket.
Yeah.
So it's inevitable, and so what I recommend, this is an optional thing. So if you feel like you're gonna go to a nice restaurant, maybe with your lady or your man, then I recommend having a lightweight blazer. So navy is always great, or a blue or a light gray.
Yeah.
Those will pair very nicely with the clothes that I just mentioned.
Yeah.
You can wear it with the polo shirt. You can wear it with the linen
Oxford,
or the
yeah.
Oxford button down. And you just throw that on top of your outfit, and it's gonna look really put together.
Yeah. I also
So-
recommend it being unlined if possible.
Yes.
And deconstructed or unconstructed, just because it's
Very
more
good point.
softer and it looks more appropriate than a like really structured jacket that is has a tight woven wool that doesn't really make sense for where you are if you're on the beach or something somewhere tropical.
It's gonna be, and like you said, it's gonna be comfortable and
Yeah.
breathable when it's unlined and unstructured.
Yeah.
So it's a lot easier to pack as
Oh
well.
yeah. So even when we're on the plane, it just feels like an extra shirt on because it's so light. You know?
So that's the optional item that I'm like, okay, just depending on if you think you're gonna go to a nice restaurant, then to always have it. I always err on the side of caution, and I'll just have Dorian included, especially in case the nights maybe at night it gets a little chillier.
Yeah.
So rather than bring just a casual jacket, you just bring a sport coat, and
That's
it
your
acts
jacket.
as a casual and a dressy jacket
Right.
that you can wear with your existing wardrobe that you packed.
Yeah, it's perfect.
So those are what I would do in terms of clothes. And then for shoes, there's only 2 shoes that you should bring. So a white sneaker, low top sneaker, whether it be canvas or leather, and then a pair of brown suede driving shoes.
Yep.
Looks incredible. So so the sneakers are great if you want just a nice, you're just walking around town, casual vibe, all of that good stuff.
Yeah.
But the driving shoe, which is just as comfortable, Dorian has walked all throughout Italy
Yeah.
in his driving shoes. They're by TODDs that
Yeah.
he loves. They're so comfortable.
They're really soft too. You can really
Very
pliable
soft. Yeah, you can bend them. Like
Yeah.
it's so great.
and they look good, so you can dress them up.
Yes. So and they're not only comfortable, but they look fantastic, and they're his dress-up shoes. So when we're gonna go to a nice restaurant, he'll throw on the blazer, or if the blazer's not necessary, and we'll just do the collared linen shirt,
Yeah.
sleeves rolled up, tucked into his chinos, brown belt on, and his suede driving shoes, and then he'll maybe like cuff his pants
Yeah.
a little if he's like, oh, I wanna show a little ankle, I wanna be very Italian right now, then he'll do that, and it looks so sharp and
Yeah.
put together, and that's all.
What color did you mention for the
Brown.
loafers?
So you can
Okay.
either go with tan or dark brown. I find dark brown to be a lot easier to
Yeah.
wear, but you can go tan as well. Tan just sometimes, if you're wearing, like with a khaki chino, it doesn't look as great
Might be
because
too much.
it all looks like
khaki.
one color.
Yeah.
So if you go with a lighter brown driving shoe, then I would recommend only wearing that with your navy chinos.
Yeah, you want contrast basically between
Yes.
your shoes and your pants.
So if you want flexibility, if you want a shoe, oh gosh, it's loud, man. New York is loud.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear all that honking. But if there's one color I'd recommend that would go with both of those colors of chinos, then it would be a dark brown, a nice chocolate brown suede.
And it matches your
driving
belt that you
model.
brought.
Exactly, it matches the belt. So that is like that's the most minimal of
Yeah.
minimal wardrobes. If you don't want to pack too much, that's what I would recommend. And they're all really easy to just wash while you're, maybe a weekend and you're like, ooh, I sweated a little too much through my clothes.
Just wash in the bathtub real quick.
Yeah, bathtub, sink, just fill it up with some water
Yeah.
and some either the hand soap or the
Yeah.
shampoo. Just give it a good massage in there, and then let it air dry, and it's perfect.
I agree. So do you suggest maybe bringing like a mid layer, like a lightweight sweatshirt or sweater? Do you think that is ever necessary?
So out of all the years that I've traveled and that my clients have traveled to, if it's a warm tropical place, none of them have ever worn a sweater.
Okay.
So it's like, okay, if I'm gonna wear something that's long sleeve, or that I want some more protection from the sun, or maybe feel a little bit warmer, they'll just put on their linen
jacket.
or their Oxford
Yeah.
shirt. And then if they need an extra layer on top, that's when they put on their jacket.
Yeah,
But a
definitely.
sweater has never really ever been
Been used.
necessary.
Right.
Yeah. It's one of those things where you think you might use it as a mid layer,
And you don't.
you're not going to use it.
Right. Okay, that makes sense. As far as, I don't know if you want to get into this, but as far as like packing itself, do you have any like good tips on how to make sure like you're packing efficiently so you have space in your bag, and you know what I mean? Like sometimes people just throw stuff in their suitcase
Yeah.
and it never looks right.
So I always do it by layers, because when the way you pack it's just gonna make your life easier when
Yeah.
you're trying to get clothes out, and when you land and you just kind of know where everything is. When you're messy about it, it's just like it adds to a more frazzled state.
Yeah.
So the more organized you are, the more calmer you're gonna feel when you're traveling. So what I always do is I'll put usually the shoes on the bottom.
Okay.
If not the bottom, then I would put it on the sides of the
too.
under bag. Because sometimes, like especially with a suede driving shoe, I don't want to necessarily smash it
Yeah.
all. So then I'll just put it on the side of a weekender bag. The white sneaker, I mean, usually you'll probably wear that in the
Yeah.
airport, so you don't need to pack that. Then I put all my pants down first, then shorts, then I'll do the polo shirts because they're like t-shirts, and then I will do the linen collared shirts or the Oxford collared shirts because I want to keep those as wrinkled free as possible.
Exactly.
And what I do, I fold them. I just fold them,
Yeah.
you know, like you would see in a store, and I just put it on top. And then I'll put the blazer
Yeah.
on top. And the blazer, I always do it inside out.
I do too.
Yeah, so inside out, I don't have a blazer here to show you.
I'm sure you
but
have a video maybe. We
I
can-
do
we can
actually
link
have
to
it.
it.
Yeah,
below.
I'll give you the link to that
Yeah.
video because I actually demonstrated it with one of Dorian's jackets.
Perfect, okay.
Because I think it was an Ask AW. Someone asked, how do you pack a blazer?
Okay.
So so I will pack the blazer lightly on top, and then obviously everyone's gonna have a DOP kit, so I'll
Yeah.
put the DOP kit off to the side, and then the blazer on top,
Right.
and that's it.
And if it wasn't obvious, the reason that we do like the linen or cotton shirts on top and then the blazer on top is because if you put that stuff in the bottom, obviously everything else that's on top is going to crush it. So
And wrinkle it.
and
like
wrinkle it,
crazy.
and it looks really bad. Then you have to spend time ironing it and stuff like that, and you might not want to be doing that on your vacation. So it's best to just put all that stuff on top, and then you can you'll have minimal wrinkling.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. So that's really what it is. I just do it like layers of a cake
Yeah.
or what is it, of a lasagna. So always have your pants always be at the bottom,
Yep.
then shorts, then t-shirts, then your collared long sleeve shirts, then your jacket is always on top. Always
Absolutely.
on top. You absolutely have to. You don't want to ruin that
Yeah.
that baby. So.
Have you ever tried the like rolling method? I've seen that used.
So I roll. So Dorian will, and because I taught him this, but with t-shirts, and you can do this with your polo shirts as well. I roll them.
Okay.
So I'll fold them in half, and then I'll just
Yeah.
roll them up, and then put them off to the side, and then that way it takes up very little space as
Yeah.
well. So in case you want to include a couple t-shirts with you, just fold them in half lengthwise, and then you'll just roll them up and place
Yeah.
them in there, and it works really nicely.
Yeah, absolutely. As far as like bags, so you know, or I guess you guys carry just a weekender by itself.
Yes, so
So
we just carry a weekender.
you each
Oh,
have
and
one.
we have a backpack.
Okay. For
So
little
we'll have
things.
like our laptop in there
Yeah.
just in case we have to do some work, just the little stuff. And then in my weekender, I always make room to fit a portable steamer,
Oh,
which
smart.
Dorian loves.
Oh, that's smart.
I know, because your clothes will get a little wrinkled.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a foolproof wrinkle-free
Right.
method.
Yeah.
There will be some wrinkling, which generally, if you're going to a hot and humid place, just putting it on and walking around is going to steam
Yeah.
out those wrinkles. But I like to bring a portable steamer. I actually talked about it in one of my pick of the weeks.
Cool.
It's like a $55 steamer. It's 2 pounds,
Oh, nice.
and it's so minimal, and it's the best steamer. I travel everywhere with it.
That's
I will
great.
not go anywhere without it.
Yeah, because sometimes you go to a hotel room, they don't have an iron, or they don't
No.
have anything for you to like. do
Yeah, and
other
what
things.
if you're at an Airbnb and
Oh, yeah, there
nothing
you go.
too? Yeah,
Right,
so
that's true.
I always have the portable steamer.
Yeah.
And it takes up very, very little space.
And then it has like a little like vessel just for water, and
Yeah.
it's like compact. Nice.
It's really
We'll
great.
link to that too, just in case you guys want to check that out.
Yeah.
Awesome. Do you ever travel with like an actual carry-on suitcase?
No,
Never.
no.
Wow. Even for your 3-week vacation in
Yeah.
Europe? Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, so we always just have our duffel bag.
Oh,
we don't.
okay.
We don't do rollers.
How about for clients? Do they ever have like rollers?
So usually, it's usually I'm packing them for press tours.
Okay.
So press tours have a ton of outfits. It could be anywhere
Wow.
from 6 to 20 outfits.
So they need
it's luggage. That's when we have to check
Okay.
their luggage. And then if they're traveling, they usually just have some of my clients do use rollers, and they'll just put all the clothes in there.
Yeah,
So
okay.
yeah, I lied. So some of them use duffels, and some of them use a roller bag.
Okay.
But I'm just for us.
For you guys.
I don't really
Yeah.
do that.
Do you have a special or favorite brand that you like for your weekenders, or any luggage that you ever tried out?
So I love Frank Clegg.
Okay.
Frank Clegg makes the best just leather goods in
Really
general.
beautiful,
Oh, it's so beautiful, and they have stood the test of time. We've
Yeah.
had ours for years and years and years. I also have a Louis Vuitton one,
Mm-hmm.
but Dorian has this gorgeous Frank Clegg weekender bag. It's all leather, black. He has his initial stamped in it, and that's what we use.
Yeah.
And it looks, not only is it super functional, it has a ton of space inside. It's very well designed. It looks great though too.
Yeah.
And that's I love items that not only do its job, but that look fantastic at the same time, because that does exist out there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You just have to look,
Yeah.
And that's a great suggestion. I assume you don't have luggage carry-on suggestions since you don't really.
No, I
Or
don't
use this?
have luggage carry-on. Sorry.
Okay, just curious. I personally like the brand Away. Have you ever checked them out?
No, I haven't.
I like their carry-ons a lot. Like they have the whole line of like from carry-ons all the way to like check-in bags. But
Okay.
I just like what they do. Like they're really simple designs, and they're not expensive, but they're built really well.
Okay.
There's like a lot of good compartments in them, and then there's actually like a battery so you can charge your phone.
Oh,
It's like a lot of
okay.
cool stuff in the bag. So I can link to that as well. I'll link to both Frank Plug and Away in the description.
Okay.
Just in case people want to check that out. So, any last minute like thoughts on like as far as traveling or in relation to packing? Is there anything else that you want to throw in there before we close this out?
The only thing is that if you are worried about the sun and you want other than sunscreen to just protect either if you're if you have a shaved head or if you want to protect your face, I always like a Panama hat.
Yeah.
I think it provides just the right amount of shade and it looks great as well.
Yeah.
So if you want to bring a Panama hat, the only thing is that unless you spend a lot of money on yours, you get a really great quality Panama hat that can actually fold.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna have to like if
Carry
it's like
it.
a $60, just you picked one up somewhere.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to carry it with you. So that's the only thing in the airplane. It's just kind of a pain in the ass to have
Right.
this hat. But I do recommend always bringing a hat.
Yeah.
So that you can just have some sun protection.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's really all I've got.
Cool. Actually, that reminded me. I travel with a straw fedora when I go to like tropical places, and it's actually it's designed so you can roll it.
Okay.
It's from Gorham Brothers. So I don't know if you ever checked them
yeah,
out, but
yeah.
They have really great stuff, and the price point's not too bad. I think like you can get something for around $100, but
Okay.
it's perfect, and you can roll it up. You can throw it in your bag, or you
I
can wear
can't
it.
tell you how convenient it is when you're able to roll up a hat.
It's a game changer. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for these tips, and I'm really happy that you were on this channel. And
Of course.
yeah, thanks a lot. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. And also, I'm going to link to Ashley's channel, so make sure you subscribe there too. Cool. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.